Welcome, sun and sunsets. My name is Cynthia Renee Meeks, and I'm a spiritual awakening coach, and my videos are all about personal and spiritual development. I am also a numerologist, a metaphysical spiritual teacher, an ordained minister, and a past life regression therapist and a life between life therapist. Okay, so if you are joining me for the first time, I would like to say welcome and thank you for being here, and hopefully you will join the family. And if you are a subscriber, I just want to say thank you for your support. Now let's get started. So in this video, I put together 20 reasons to know that you are still asleep, right? 20 reasons, 20 ways to know, to understand that you, as I call it, still living in the Walmart, okay? Still living in the Walmart. In these days and times in 2021, with so many things going on in the world, so many reasons why you should be awakened. You should be asking questions. You should not be relying on the news to be your resource for information. You need to dive deep, deep, deep. And first, you need to dive deep within. Okay, so I'm going to give you 20 tips plus, I believe, 5 bonus ways to know that you are still asleep and it's time to wake the freaking up. That didn't sound right. Wake the effing up, okay? Number one is 1A, right? 1A, number one reason that you are still living in the Walmart, the number one reason, if you are not practicing meditation, mindfulness, just sitting in a quiet room, quiet space by yourself, closing your eyes. If you're not practicing meditation, then you are still living in the Walmart, because meditation is so important. Even just to help to collect your thoughts. Meditation is good for you to calm down. Meditation is good for you to get downloads. Meditation is good for you to raise your vibration. Meditation is good for just being able to balance you, right? So meditation is the number one way number one thing that you need to start if you have not started already. But it's the number one on my list to let you know, 1A, right? That you are still living in the Walmart if you are not practicing meditation. It does not take much. There's plenty of guided meditations on YouTube. There are plenty ways to do meditation, breathing, listen to music, listen to somebody talk, listen to rain. Many different ways to do meditation. So that's the one thing that I would suggest that you start doing to kick off your habit of starting your spiritual journey and getting out of the Walmart, okay? AKA Matrix. Or most people say woke, most people say awaken. If you don't even know what those terms mean, you are still living in the Walmart, okay? Number 2. You are still living in the Walmart if you're still asleep in 2021. With so many things going on, with all these angel numbers that are popping up for everybody, trying to wake you up so you can dive deep and try to go figure out what they mean. If you are ignoring the signs, you are still asleep in 2021. Number 3, another way to know that you are still living in the Walmart, if you have not started your spiritual journey. Let me tell you. A lot of people have lost their jobs. A lot of people have lost their homes. With so many things have started, a lot of people have lost loved ones. So many things going on. It's time. I started my spiritual journey a while ago, a long time ago, many years ago. Most people started their spiritual journey in 2012. But for the slow people who are not paying attention, who are ignoring the signs, it is time to wake up. And so if you have not started your spiritual journey, it's time to get on it. How do you start your spiritual journey, Cynthia? It's just that simple. Go within and start asking questions. Even if you just, sitting in your bed before you go to sleep, grab your journal and just start writing questions down that you don't have real clear, concise answers to. Start asking these questions and the answers will be revealed, because remember, what you seek is seeking you. What you seek is seeking you. So get out there and just seek. Get out there and start seeking some answers and jumpstart your spiritual journey, okay? The best way to jumpstart your spiritual journey, and when I say still living in the Walmart, of course, I mean in the Matrix. And if you don't know what the Matrix is, then of course you're still asleep. It's not just a movie, but I will explain that in another video. But this is all about you living in the Walmart, okay? It's like a step before the Matrix, knowing that you're in the Matrix. So this is like I'm doing a video for people who, these small things to let you know that you are still asleep, okay? So if you want to start your spiritual journey, jumpstart your spiritual journey, all you need to do is just start asking questions, and do not rely on the news for your resource, okay? You start asking questions, the universe will open up to you and start just downloading information. They're just waiting on you to just pop the right questions. Not fear, but true questions that you want to know the answers to, and the answers will be there for you, okay? Number 4, you are still living in the Walmart if you don't know that you're living in a 3D consciousness, right? Operating on fear-based. It's a fear-based projection that you feel like you are separated, but we all are separated. That's a 3D, low vibration energy, low vibration feelings, all about the fear and not having anything, right? You know, you're gonna miss out, or you're gonna lose something. That's 3D, right? That's 3D. Most people don't even understand what 3D means. So if you are one of the ones that don't know what 3D consciousness is, you're living in the Walmart, okay? You got to get out there. You got to do your research. Number 5, if you're relying on your pastor for understanding, you know, I get it. You grew up in the church. You know, this is all you know. You're Muslim, you're Catholic, you're Christian, you're Baptist. You grew up in the church. Your family went to church. You go to your family's church. And you're still not asking questions. You're still relying on your pastor, going to church every Sunday for him to feed you information about what's going on. He don't know nothing. All he knows is what that Bible tells him, and that Bible is not giving you this current information as what's going on now. Okay? He does not know. So he can only give you what he knows, and what he relies on is what he has been taught from the Bible. And if anybody go out there and seek their true answers, you will know that the Bible was written by part of the Bible was written by the dark force entities as well, okay? It's not all good stuff in there. It's not all for your good. It's something to it's meant to keep you asleep, meant to keep you controlled, all right? Organized religion. So if you're relying on your pastor to give you that understanding, you're still living in the Walmart, okay? There were so many times when Corona was you know, going on last year in 2020, and I was listening to certain pastors talk about, if you go outside, you're gonna die. You better stay indoors. Well, that's not true, people. We all gonna die when we're supposed to die. When we're supposed to die. And the people who signed up to die for that cause, they consciously and their soul already knew that that was the time, all right? So get out there, ask questions. Do not rely on your pastors for your answers, because you will get stuck still in the Walmart because they don't know what to give you, and you're going to continue to circle around and round and round and round and stay in a 3D consciousness. Number 6, if you're still living in the Walmart, if you still don't know, the symptoms you are feeling is part of the ascension process. We are moving, guys. We are moving out of this 3D consciousness. So if you're feeling tired, you're feeling lonely, you're feeling just like everything's just falling apart, you know, you just feel something that you just can't put your finger on it, but you keep running to the damn doctor, and the doctor keep telling you there's nothing wrong with you, and you keep running to the doctor. So again, you're relying on someone else to tell you what you need to understand yourself by going within and writing these feelings down. You know, why am I feeling like this? Why do I, you know, I'm having all of these well, I can't say vibrations, because if you don't know what this other stuff is, you don't know what vibration is. So just know that if you're feeling a certain way that you never felt before, it's part of the ascension process, right? You're alone. You're pulling away from your friends. You don't want to be on the phone anymore. Things are changing in your life. You don't care about money. You don't care about the big things that people normally, the materialistic things out there. You are moving in the ascension process shift, okay? Number 7. If you rely on the news, TV news for your resources, again, you gotta get smarter, okay? They are meant to program you. They are meant to manipulate you. They're meant to control you, blah, blah, blah. They're meant to make you see what they want you to see. Come on, guys. Stop watching the news, because the news only put fear inside of you. They make you fear. They tell you something is happening, which is really not happening, and then you started thinking it's happening, but you start the cycle of it happening because they're telling you it's happening. It's not really happening right now, but in your mind you're thinking it's happening because they said so. So now you start to have this fear, and you are creating this to happen. Stop watching the news, okay? That's not your resource for information, all right? Number 8, you are still living in the Walmart. If you don't know what vibration is, frequency, any of that stuff is, you are still living in the Walmart. Your words are vibrational. Your frequency is how you move, how your energy level. If it's high or low, this is your vibrational frequency. And if you're one of the ones who are stuck in negative thoughts, negative words, negative actions, then you are still living in the Walmart, and you have a very low vibration, okay? You don't want to stay in low vibration, because things happen that you would not be able to explain in a low vibration. You will get entities, you will get earthbound spirits, attachments, if you stay in a low vibration. If you're one of the ones that get out on social media and talk about people and say really mean things, you have a low vibration, a low frequency, and you need to change that and start pushing love out, pushing love instead of negative energy, okay? Number 9, if you are living in the Walmart, if you don't know what energy is made of, you don't know that you are made up of energy, that everything that you do is energy, everything that you touch is energy, everything that you see is energy, that this is all energy, right? And however you talk about vibrations, again, whatever you say, whatever you think, all of that energy is going out, and it's going, whoever you are projecting it to, whether it's to someone else, whether you know them or not, then it's going to go to them and come right back to you. So that's why you're supposed to make sure that the things that you're saying is positive, and positive things that you say about yourself and about other people, okay? Because you're not just hurting them, but you're hurting yourself as well. Energy. Number 10, you are living in the Walmart if you don't know what the dark night of the soul is. And I'm not going to go into what it is, because it's something that you need to go out there and research. It's something that if you start your spiritual journey, you will go through it, because we all have been through it. The ones who started a spiritual journey, you got to get rid of all of this negative. You got to get rid of all this negative, heavy, dense energy in order to rebuild yourself back up so you can be in high vibrational frequency energy, okay? You are still living in the Walmart. Number 11, if you are still out there eating red meat and think that it's not affecting your body, it is truly, truly affecting your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit, and everything. Red meat, okay? You got to remember that these animals have, well, you don't know if you're not on a spiritual journey. These animals have souls, people. They have souls, right? You have been an animal in a past life. I can assure you that. I'm a hypnotist. I've hypnotized many, many people before. Many times they go back, they've been birds, they've been fish, they've been bears. You have been an animal before, and you didn't want to be eaten, okay? So just know that these animals have souls. And when you eat these animals, just understand that they didn't want to be killed to be eaten. They didn't come into this world thinking that they were going to be killed just to be on your plate. And so just imagine all the fear, all of these emotions that they have before they are killed, and you're eating this meat, and you are consuming these emotions, and they are within you, and now you're feeling them as well, okay? Stop eating the red meat, and you will start to open up, and the spiritual journey will start on its own. Once you stop eating that red meat, you will see how so many things will become brighter and clearer for you. Number 12, you are living in the Walmart if you still haven't used any healing modalities for yourself. You still walking around here relying on prayer as your only resource, you are still living in the Walmart, because guess what? We are here for experience, for lessons, for healing. In our past life, we had to come back here. We didn't go on to the next level. If you are here, you're here because you had to relearn a lesson or learn a new lesson or go through some experience or be healed, okay? Be healed. So we come into this world, some of us who still have some residue from our past lives. Residue. And if you see my son's video, you will understand what I mean about this. Residue from past lives, and we have to be healed. So if you're walking around and you still don't understand why you have this feeling in your stomach, or you've had breast cancer or any other kind of cancer or any other kind of disease you can't even explain, it's not in your family, the doctors can't explain it, you have some hidden emotions that you have not taken care of. All right? That's where disease come from, because one of these chakras, and I'm jumping ahead of myself, one of these chakras are blocked, and somewhere around these chakras that are blocked, you have a disease, created this disease because the emotional buildup is there. So you have to get some healing, and people who you think that you don't need healing, then you're going to be the ones who get stuck in the Walmart, because we all have something to heal, even in this life or a past life, okay? So healing modalities, I'm talking about hypnosis. I'm a spiritual hypnotist. I heal people all the time in hypnosis. They have pains in their shoulder blades, in their back, don't know where this pain comes from, in their stomach, in their chest. They just have this heavy, dense feeling in their chest, where those are hidden emotions. And you may not even remember putting them there, blocking them, putting them in there and storing them there, but they're there, and they're going to cause you a disease later in life. So you got to get that stuff healed, whether you go through a shamanic healer, whether you go through a Reiki healer, whether you go through a spiritual hypnotist like myself, whether you go through a healer period that can lay their hands on you and remove this energy, whether you go through a chakra healer, it doesn't matter. So many modalities out there that are there for you to help you heal yourself while you're on your spiritual journey, so you can raise your vibration and be able to see this world for what it truly is, and know that it is a matrix, and that you were living at the Walmart, and now you can help others come out of this space. It's time to get started, okay? Number 14, I believe. You are still living in the Walmart if you still don't know the power of forgiveness. Let me tell you, most of the time when I'm doing my spiritual hypnosis and there's a spirit that needs to be helped to go to the light, they did not get the light when they died because they refused to forgive. Because you got to remember, we have free will on this side, and then when you die, you still have the free will. You still got that same mindset. And if you died upset and mad and didn't forgive, you will not get the light. And so many times I had to help them to understand and have forgiveness, and so then they were able to see the light and walk in the light. So you need to understand the power of forgiveness while you're here on this side, so that won't be an issue when you die, okay? I'm not saying you die tomorrow, but when you die, that won't be an issue that you will not get the light. Number 15, you are still living in the Walmart if you don't know what shadow work is, okay? Shadow work, dark night of the soul, all of those are part of your spiritual journey that you go through, because oftentimes we have had trauma in our lives, and we got to face that trauma, heal that trauma with some of these modalities, and be able to move forward and not keep looking backwards. Number 16, you're still living in the Walmart if you don't know what grounding is and how important grounding is. We got to ground people. We got to get out in nature. We got to hug some trees. We got to put our feet in the ground, touch Mother Nature, and allow her to heal us and raise our vibration. And that's a part of the spiritual journey. That's a part of being on that journey, being healing and staying healed, right? Keeping your vibration up is grounding. Even if you can't go outside, you can ground in your own home. Just imagine the Mother Earth energy coming up from the core of the earth, all the way through your floors, all the way to your feet, and just covering your whole entire body. That is grounding, whether you're outside or not. It's best to do it outside. However, if you can just imagine, the Mother Earth energy just coming up from the core, going through all those layers just to get to your feet and then get to your body, is still the same effect, okay? You just have to use your imagination. Number 17, If you are living in the Walmart, if you don't know the difference between subconscious mind and a conscious mind, when I am in hypnosis, I have to relax the conscious mind, because the conscious mind is what we use all day long. Subconscious mind is in the back of our minds that has traveled with us from every lifetime. It stores all of our memory, and so that subconscious mind, we move it, bring it forward, so you'll be able to see all the things that you need to heal, either in this life, some things that you blocked that you don't even remember that happened to you, or in a past life. And that's what the subconscious mind is used for. Number 18, you are living in the Walmart if you don't believe that the full moon or the new moon has any effects on you. Let me tell you something. If you just go outside and say, oh, there's a big old beautiful moon in the sky, and you don't feel like that moon is having an effect on you, or a new moon, full moon, you got to wake up, because there are things you can do when there's a full moon or a new moon that will help you in your journey process, help you start your spiritual journey, help you in your forgiveness process, help you in your creating your reality process, help you in so many ways. You got to get the understanding what these moons are for. You don't just hear about them on social media, on everywhere for nothing. It's the reason why you're hearing about all these new moons, because these moons are coming through, and they sometimes affecting you, your energy, affecting you when you're tired, you're sluggish, you're negative, or they're affecting you to be positive. However you use the moon, whatever ritual you do, light some candles, say some affirmations, whatever it takes, just do what you need to do. Learn what you need to do for the full moon and the new moons, okay? Number 19, you are still living in the Walmart, and if you are ignoring the signs that your child is a star seed, and I mean indigo, I mean rainbow child, I mean crystal child, all of these are special children that come here for a reason, to help the vibration on earth, to help the people who are struggling with this 3D life projection on earth. They're here to help raise the vibration. They're here to change the consciousness, help us to get to 5D. They're here for us. So if you are ignoring your child's sign, and your child, instead of saying, I don't want to eat red meat because I don't like it, we're not supposed to kill animals, and you instead of trying to feed them red meat, then you are ignoring the signs of your child. If your child, instead of saying, I know what my past life was, or I had this dream about what's going to happen, you're ignoring the signs, because these are special children that God has sent here for us. So if you're one of the ones who have a special child, and Lord knows for whatever reason they chose you to be the parent, hey, understand, get out there, find out that information, contact me. I have a rainbow child. I will help you understand what it is you need to do to understand your child, to how and help them in this cycle, in this phase of life that they're in, because right now you're programming them, and if they know that they don't want to do this, and they're very sensitive, their energy is very sensitive, and you instead of trying to say get out there, be like the other kids, and they just don't, they energy sensitive, then you got to change your thinking, your programming, okay? Number 20. Remember, I did say we have some bonuses, so this is not the end. Number 20, if you are, well, let me say this one. Number 20, if you don't know how important your DNA is, if you're one of the ones who jumped on the bandwagon to go out there and get that jab, then you don't know how important your DNA is, okay? Let me tell you, what they're trying to do is they see if you fall for this, then what else can we put out there that you're going to fall for, that we can make you have so much fear and that this can happen. You got to understand that you are powerful, that even everything inside of you, the blood that runs through your veins, your DNA, that is power. And you are a powerful human. You got many people that live in the galactic and other dimensions that aliens that wish they were here as a human, because they don't get the free will and all these other gifts that you get as a human. So as a human, you got to know how powerful you are, okay? And your DNA. And if you already got the jab, find a person like me, a hypnotist, that can help you remove it out of your system. Like there's a way that you can energetically cough it out of your system, okay? I don't know if it's effective enough, because it's already changing your DNA once it gets in there, but we can try it out and see, okay? Number 21, we start the bonus. Number 21, if you are still asking God for favor, you are living in the freaking Walmart. Stop asking God for favor. That is limiting beliefs, limiting beliefs. I'm guilty of that because that's how I was raised. I was raised, God, please, please, please help me pay this one bill, please, please. And then the next month the bill is back again, right? Begging again. God is an unlimited resource for us, and we're here for all of this experience and this lesson, and we're made to have an abundance of resources. So don't just ask God for favor. Change the situation so you will have an abundant lifestyle always, okay, if that's what you choose. Now, if you're one of the ones that think that you still need to ask for favor, then go right ahead. Still make sure that every month that you waking up that you getting favor for every month of that same bill. Right? I'm trying to tell you, we have unlimited resources. If you still ask for favor, you have not tapped into the resources of the universe, because they're there. You have a rich little pocket there in the universe just waiting for you to ask for that unlimited abundance, and it just pour down on you. Number 22, you are still living in the Walmart if you are ignoring your psychic and medium abilities. Let me tell you something. When I started doing lives on Facebook, I had this preacher to contact me and he was a younger preacher, to say that he do have psychic abilities. However, he talked to the pastor about that. He knew he can tell when things are happening, and he talked to the pastor, and the pastor told him that was not of God, that was the devil, that was this. That is a lie, people, okay? Stop relying on these pastors to feed you your understanding, all right? If you were born with the gift of being a medium or being a psychic, that's a gift, and God has given that gift to you for you to see beyond the future or see beyond the present, so you'll be able to go and use it to help others. A lot of times people use that to help when a loved one has passed over, to be able to communicate and give this information to their loved one. So it's not of the devil, it's not of Satan or whoever you want to call it, whatever label you want to put on it. It's a gift. It's a gift. And if you have the gift, and if you ignore the gift, okay, if you are the ones out there trying to ignore this gift, you are going to be visited by many entities, dark force entities, because they know you got the gift and they know you made of light, and they're going to come upon you, and so they can try to take that light off of you, right? So you got to make sure that you wake up, you use this gift, so you know when you are being, your body is being manipulated by a dark force entity, or even an earthbound spirit that's trying to get into you, so you can help them. A lot of times earthbound spirits would just toy with the humans, the ones who are a medium and a psychic, just so they can get their attention, so they can help them to the light, because you're one of the ones that can help them to the light, and they need you for that. So they'll keep coming in there, you'll hear them, they'll move some stuff around just to try to get your attention. So stop ignoring your gifts, okay? Number 23, you are still living in the Walmart if you don't know that God is within you. Right? You have that light of God within you. You are still living in Walmart. I'm telling you, if you still think that the God in the sky is the only God there is, the God in the sky has that, give you that light, his light, when you are born. So you have the light of God within you, which is your higher self, and you need to learn how to communicate with your higher self, so you can start paying attention to your intuition, to keep you from continuing to make these same mistakes over and over and over, and have to relive these lessons over and over and over. All right, number 24. You're still living in the Walmart if you don't understand how a powerful human that you are. That's why the dark force entities are so easy to manipulate you, because you don't understand your power. You don't understand your power. You think just because you're born in the wrong neighborhood, born to the wrong parents, they abandon you, born to the wrong country, you think that you were forgotten, that you were a mistake, that you shouldn't be here, or this is just the way life is. No, you are still a powerful human being. Everything inside of you, your DNA, everything, you have a purpose, and you are powerful. So you need to understand that, right? I don't give a damn if you were born somewhere you don't have no shoe, ain't never worn no shoes. It doesn't matter. Start creating the reality that you want to have, and things will change, because you chose that life. You chose those parents, you chose the society, the environment, you chose that color, you chose it all. So you chose that life for a reason. Maybe you abused your life in another lifetime. In a past life where you was filthy rich and you abused it, now you want to come back to see what it feels like to be poor. Everything has a spiritual reason. Everything has a spiritual reason. That's why I'm a spiritual teacher, because I like to help people to see the bigger picture. It's always positive. There's always a positive spiritual reason for everything. Number 25, you are still living in Walmart if you do not believe that drinking can lower your vibration. Let me tell you something. Yes, we always say, girl, let me go get a drink. Let's go have this drink. Let's go. I'm telling you, drinking lowers your vibration. It lowers your vibration, period. Now, it depends on how much you drink, how lower your vibration would become, but it still lowers your vibration, period. Okay? You are still living in the Walmart if you don't know that you were born with a purpose. We all were born with a purpose. Now, your purpose may not be to be a millionaire or to be a singer, because that's not the purpose you chose. Some people just choose the purpose of forgiveness, to learn how to forgive, because in their past life they never got that lesson of forgiveness. So they decided to come back this life and say, I want to learn how to forgive. And they would get a lot of things showing up in their life that's going to say, hey, this is the time to forgive. Hey, this is the time you can forgive. And you steady going on holding these grudges. So we all have a purpose for this lifetime, okay? We all have a purpose for this lifetime. I just want to say that. And the last bonus way that you are living in the Walmart, if you don't know your chakras, and you probably didn't even make it to the video this long, but if you don't know your chakras, if you don't know that you have 7 chakras, then you are living in the Walmart, because the chakras control you, to control your well-being, your abundance, your health, everything, what you can see in your third eye. That's why I wear this bindi all the time, right? What your crown connected to God. The divine resources, everything is operating off of your chakras. So this is, if you don't know nothing else, and I left this for the last one because I figured if you didn't make it to the end, you won't get this bonus. But if you can heal, can open, heal, open, and balance your chakras, then you will see that you can have a more fulfilling, creative, abundant life. Happy, right? Understanding that you are already in the 5D. Move into the 5D if you're not there, but you will see things in a clearer vision. All right? So that's why it's so important to open your chakras, balance your chakras, and understand that everything about your chakras helps you to function properly. And when they all are blocked, that's why you are acting out. Things are not working right in your life. Your health is poor. You can't speak. You can't say the things you want to say. You just have a lot of brokenness in here because your heart chakra is closed. Understand about the chakras, people. It is so, so important in your healthy lifestyle living. All right? That's a wrap. I hope you guys stayed to the end of this video, because this is some really good information for those who have not started their spiritual journey. God, it is so important, guys, to get on that spiritual journey so you won't feel left behind when people are talking about this stuff out here and you don't know what the heck is going on. Get on that spiritual journey. Start asking those questions. Start going within. Start listening to your intuition. Start meditating. My name is Cynthia Renee Meeks. I hope that you guys, love this video to the point where you want to become a part of this family. Follow me on my social medias. If you have any questions, please drop a message below, or send me a DM on any of my social media platforms. Or you can email me at info@cynthiareneemeeks.com if you want to book an appointment with me. All you have to do is go to my website, cynthiareneemeeks.com, and see what I have to offer. Numerology, hypnosis, spiritual coaching. It's all there. I am here for you to help you get started on this journey, because I am your spiritual awakening coach. All I want to tell you right now is that always remember to love, live, and forgive. Bye for now.